Welcome to another tech show brought to you by NAG. And unfortunately, Jeremy could not join us today, but I'll try to keep things going. And I want to bring you something. I want to show you something very, very interesting that came across my desk very recently. And it's something that I'm not going to be able to let go very easily, to be honest with you, because it fulfills such a big gap in our lives these days. Now, the product I'm talking about is the EcoFlow River Pro, and this is what they call as a portable power station. It's essentially a massive power bank that can really charge almost anything in your house, including your gaming PC, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to look at this. Because when load shedding strikes, you want to keep playing a game or at least have your gaming machine running, this thing will actually keep that going. It also functions as a UPS, but that's not really the relevant topic for the show. As a portable power station, this thing can really power a laptop. You can plug your USB-Cs directly in your USB. You can charge your phones. What makes this great as a portable unit, if you've got a drone, for example, you go traveling and you want to charge your camera gear, this thing will be able to handle it all. Now, over my shoulder here, you'll also see there's a second unit, and it doesn't have the same display panel, and that's because that's a secondary backup battery, or secondary battery for this unit. So as it stands, it's a 720 watt-hour device. With that additional battery, it becomes a 1440 watt-hour capable device, which means you'll be able to charge most of your stuff for multiple hours. We did a few tests in the studio just before we started recording, and running a full gaming rig with some lights, you can get a couple of hours. So if you're a streamer, for example, you'll be able to stream your rig for a couple of hours, at least enough so that you can get over those load shedding periods, which hopefully won't be 4 hours again in the near future. Another thing that's really great about this is the application that comes with it, and I'll just show it to you. It's a beautiful app, obviously nicely designed to go with the kind of look and feel of the EcoFlow, and on there you can monitor the usage, you can switch functions on and off, and it'll also show you how much battery power you've got left. Also handy when you're charging the unit, which it does very quickly, I might add. Just takes a couple of hours to charge fully if it is completely drained for both of these batteries, and it was pretty impressive. Overall, for a product like this one goes for 13,000 Rand, and that one goes for 6,000 Rand. So for under 20,000 Rand, you can get a solution that would power, as a tech geek, I wanted to power my computers first and foremost when there's no power. It'll do that comfortably, which is absolutely fantastic. I still have some tests to do and see how far we can push this thing. But so far, I've been very impressed with what the EcoFlow has to offer. I would certainly check it out. Obviously, it fulfills a very specific niche. A lot of people go for home installed versions that kind of power your lights and everything. Certainly, if you can do something similar with this in a very smaller capacity. But this really sits in that niche where if you want something that you can use in multiple aspects of your life. So as a creative myself, if I go shoot on location, this thing can power some LED lights. If I need to charge additional batteries for the drone perhaps, this thing can do it. And it's something that I've never had access to in this format, which, portability, not bad at all. Well worth checking out. Again, it might not be for everybody, especially if you want a full home setup that can power a lot more. This kit for about 20 grand, if you put into perspective, a good home installation probably is going to cost you 40 to 100,000 Rand, depending on what you want to power and how much power you want in there. But having said that, pretty good value for money, I think, especially in a geeky lifestyle where you want something nice and portable. Yeah, go check it out. The company that's bringing it in is Syntex, so to go check them out, you can check out on the website, or you can go to websites like Orms. They also stock these batteries. Thank you.